Well, as you can see, it's harvest time out here on the farm. This is where it all happens. We are out here just outside of Manhattan, Montana, digging some potatoes that some of these lucky suckers will end up going into a bottle like this. A lot of time, a lot of effort goes into making this process possible.
Me and my brothers are the 5th generation on this farm. We've been farming this same dirt since 1905. That would have been my great-great-grandfather that originally homesteaded here. Reason for the name of the distillery, Dry Hills, is this whole area used to be known as the Dry Hills. So well over 100 years later, here we are. What we do here primarily is raise russet white potatoes, certified seed, sell to commercial growers all over the nation. 2 potatoes to the average person probably look like the exact same potato. We saw 2 different potentials. This potato versus this potato is going to lend a different, unique component. So you get a really nice creamy butteriness from that specific variety that really caters and channels through into the finished product. And that's the fun part of actually being a true farm to bottle distillery, is the fact that we have full control over the seed from the planting through the nurturing to harvest all the way to the distillery. We have the ability to watch that product grow, mature, nurture, and be able to really know exactly what our source is going into our products. And I think that that's what truly makes a farm to bottle operation unique. It is a pure potato product, and you taste that in the finished product. We had the concept of starting Dry Hills Distillery to bring around a value-added product to our market. We have a lot of oversize that happens in the process of raising the seed potato that we can't sell necessarily to a commercial potato grower. And that was really where the concept came into play, was to be able to take a potato, a very perishable item, and turn that into a state through distillation that does not have a shelf life. We didn't have to worry about them spoiling. You know, we have an advantage based on our climate, our soil conditions, having nice warm temperatures during the day, but cooler nights. We think that they're superior in the fact that you have a potato that is not stressed out, more of a natural sugar component in the potato. They really have a flavor component that's hard to find in other states, and that's where we thought that we really had a leg up on being able to turn these potatoes into some fine spirits.
Back in the production room, another busy day, making Montana's finest. We chose to run with a continuous distillation system. System is actually built by head frame manufacturing out of Butte. We're gonna run them through a peeling process. We're gonna dice them up, start that cooking process, let those starches be expressed and be able to go into the fermentation process. Really is what we were after here at Dry Hills, was making products that exemplified the character from which they were made. In the tasting room at Dry Hills, we're located in Four Corners, just outside of Bozeman. This really is the product that got the whole thing started. This is our hollow top 100% potato vodka. This is really the product that drove us to get into this business. Once we got into the business, we realized how many opportunities and potentials there were, especially with the potato. So we also use that potato base to make this wild raspberry flavored vodka. We also take that potato base and then we make that into our Montana Abbey gin. Having a potato base in a gin is quite hard to find. Definitely keeps that product very smooth, very approachable. And then this is actually a new product for us. This is that Montana Abbey gin that we sat down in a whiskey barrel for 12 months and have a nice barrel-aged gin.
You, of course, can come to the tasting room, come to the distillery and purchase these here. Otherwise, you can find our products across the fine state of Montana with the partnerships that we have with our state liquor stores.
Farm to bottle at its finest.